Now in this lecture, I have combined all methods that we have performed on Q using array and linked list implementations. Now here we are going to look at the big picture of the time and space complexity of both cases, and we are going to compare them. Now in this case, let's start with the time complexity. Now in case of time complexity, we can easily see that both of case using array and linked list takes O1 time complexity. So from this table, you can easily see that creation of Q in both cases takes O1 time complexity, and QDQ method in both cases takes O1 time complexity, pick method also takes O1 time complexity, isEmpty method also takes O1 time complexity for both cases. So isFull method is not available in linked list, so we have only in case of array, so it takes O1 time complexity, and deleting entire Q in both cases takes O1 time complexity. So in this case, in terms of time complexity, we don't have any differences between them. Now when it comes to space complexity, we have differences over here, because when we are creating a queue using array, first we have to instantiate array in the memory. Now we know that when we are creating array in case of Java, we have to set the array size. So this creates a number of contiguous cells in the memory. So this takes space in the memory. So it's allocating n number of contiguous cells in the memory. So that's why the space complexity in this case O(n). All other operations apart from the creating takes O1 space complexity. So this is also applicable in case of linked list implementation. But in the linked list implementation, when we are creating Q, we don't have to allocate a number of cells in the memory. Here, when we are creating Q, we are just initializing the head and tail references. So that's why the space complexity in this case O1. So if you compare these both cases, in this case, if you are looking for space efficient solution, in this case, linked list is preferable. So as you can see, linked list is space efficient, but in case of array, it's not space efficient. So if someone asks which one I prefer in the practice, so I always prefer linked list, because in this case, we don't have to worry about anything. So we don't have to worry about the space limitation over here. So we can insert as many as element that we want to into linked list. So that's why I always prefer implementation of linked list. So from this table, you can easily see the differences between both implementation. So hopefully everything is clear about the differences between array implementation and linked list implementation.